Choose life. Choose comfort. Choose air conditioning. Choose a fucking new car. Choose ABS and traction control. Choose fuel injection and power steering. Choose cruise control and an arse warmer. And choose spirit-crushing boring drives as you stuff fucking junk food down your gob as you choose rotting away on a 10-hour drive at the end of it all. But why would I want to do a thing like that? I chose not to choose Apple CarPlay and backup cameras. I chose something else. And the reasons? There are no reasons. Who needs reasons when you've got a 1972 Fiat 124 coupe, 1800 cc's to be precise, that is leaking oil like a motherfucker and just did the Targa Florio? My job is to deliver it to my friend Fred in Marbella via Sardinia and Barcelona. I chose to do things the hard way. With dawn gnashing at Palermo's ribs, I had to be at the port by 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm an early riser, but today the light felt like a blade. The car wasn't just slow, it bled menace. Oil slicked the floor of the parking garage, a midnight map spread under its belly. I had to get going, a cautious vow to outrun the shadow with each turn of the tire. The horizon at the port loomed, a pale-eyed promise of escape while the oil-stained memory trailed behind, waiting to claim us if we faltered. In other words, I was shitting myself and I hadn't even had my morning coffee yet. I was a bundle of nerves. The oil leak was hogging my thoughts like a tourist coming back from Thailand, waiting to hear what that rash is all about. The devil will find work for idle hands to do. With a 12-hour boat ride ahead of me and not much else to do, I did what I do best, hit the bar and ride the day out. Welcome to Sardinia. Well, this looks promising. Beautiful. Today's travel day. Before I get going, I have to check the oil situation before kicking off the next leg of our journey. I'm steering the Fiat up to Alghero, pulling me nearer to Porto Torres, where a ship will take me and the car to Barcelona in 3 days. The road from Cagliari to Alghero runs about 140 miles and typically takes around 3 hours. And once in Alghero, I'll get a chance to slow down and savor several days in the Sardinian coastal town. Alghero's old world allure, marble-paved lanes, and sun-drenched sea views beckon me to take it easy and linger. And about time. I've been running around like a blue-ass fly at 100 miles an hour. I'm looking forward to this rest.
This must be us here. Alright.
Welcome to Alghero, a gem on Sardinia's northwest coast where Catalan echoes mingle with Mediterranean light.
This is a city whose history is written in stone, sea, and song.
Flicker with a gentle embrace. Whispers of coral in this
Alguero's story begins in the 12th century as a Catalan settlement built to defend against pirates and to establish a trading outpost. In the heart of the old town, medieval towers stand as sentinels over narrow cobbled lanes. The Cathedral of Santa Maria, with its Baroque facade and panoramic views, crowns a skyline shaped by Genoese and Aragonese influences. A short stroll away, the towering walls run along the sea, protecting a harbor once bustling with ships from across the western Mediterranean.
In this dreamy town, everything aligns. With every heartbeat, I'll treasure this sound. In Alguero's arms, my soul is
Alguero's unique character is anchored in Catalan roots. Even today, you'll hear Catalan phrases in markets and feel the cadence of the language in the street names. The city's nickname, La Ciutat de Jou, and the familiar compass rose on old maps whispers of a time when Alguero was a bridge between Sardinia and the Iberian Peninsula.
Alguero is famous for its red coral. Today, coral workshops preserve this craft, turning coral into delicate jewelry and heirlooms that symbolize the city's maritime heritage.
Ciao.
Hello!
Hello. Is this coral from Sardinia?
No coral, è stone, è turquoise,
Okay.
è non tipico Sardinia.
And this?
Is è coral, coral natural, coral red, from Alghero.
Alguero.
Name rubrum, coral rubrum.
Grazie.
Prego.
And cathedrals stand high with the wisdom they brought.
Walk the ramparts where the sea rhythm keeps time with stone. The bastions rebuilt through centuries offered a vantage from which to defend the town and to watch the horizon for sails. From here, the world feels both intimate and vast.
Sardinia's embrace, let our hearts glide under the stars in a world of our own. In the rhythm of waves we found our home. Piazza's alive with laughter and cheer.
Beyond the walls, the city holds intimate corners with serene cloisters, sunlit piazzas where locals meet in the shade of ancient churches. Don't miss the Church of San Francisco with its historic tombs and serene courtyard, or a seaside stroll along the ancient harbor.
With every heartbeat, I'll treasure this sound. In Alguero's arms, my soul is unbound. Take me to Alguero.
Next stop, Barcelona.
In Sardinia's embrace, let our hearts.
Today is travel day. I'm taking this beautiful Fiat that is leaking oil onto a ferry from North Sardinia to Barcelona. This has become my daily ritual. Check the oil level and check under the car for any oil leaks. And I have a long drive from Barcelona to Marbella, and the last thing I need is to be stranded by the side of the road with a seized engine. I best get this sorted. I decided to have a chat with my friend Fred, the owner of the Fiat, to sort the situation out.
Perfect.
I agree with Eric. I think the red cams on top of the engine have recently been opened by FIASCO, but he only did so because he had to regulate the engine.
Don't look back, don't see nothing.
Now, I suggested that you go to the nearest mechanic shop and, utilizing Google Translate, try to make him understand that these red covers on top of the engine need to be tightened. And if they are tightened, then they will actually stop the leak happening in the engine. This is my explanation. Regarding the horn, I love honking it.
Taking this back to Marbella. I have no idea who tightened those nuts on the top, but that fat man left them loose. I just had them tightened. I mean, it was loose.
That was really loose.
I honestly can't believe what I just saw or what I heard from you. I can't believe that they were that loose.
Valentin,
Okay,
thank you so much.
welcome. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Shady's back. Tell a friend.
I'm back, baby. The Fiat purred like a cat on kibble. This beauty has 9 lives and not a care in the world of what's around the corner. Cautiously curious and always hungry for adventure.
Na 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 na.
We're on the boat to Barcelona.
I've created a monster, 'cause nobody wants to see Marshall no more. They want shady, I'm chopped liver. Well, if you want shady, this is what I give you. A little bit of me mixed with some hard liquor, some vodka that'll jumpstart my heart quicker than a shock when I get shot at the hospital by the doctor when I'm not cooperating. When I'm rocking the table while he's operating. Hey, you waited this long to stop debating, 'cause I'm back, I'm on the. I know that you got a job.
The weather changed faster than Superman sprinting out of a phone booth. I was once told by my friend in Iceland, if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes. It'll change. Benji was right.
Feel so empty without me. So come on, dip, bum on your lips, jump back, jiggle the hip, and wiggle a bit and get ready, 'cause this is about to get heavy.
I was about to ride a 16-hour roller coaster canine cruise to Barcelona, but who cares? I felt luckier than a leprechaun with a 2-headed coin flipping heads at the same time.
Controversy, 'cause it feels so empty without me.
I could see the lights at the end of the tunnel, and all I had to do is get the Fiat on the ferry and enjoy the next 16 hours on the Mediterranean. I was about to take a nap in my cabin and abuse a bar again just to keep it interesting.
In the fact that I got everyone kissing my ass, and it's a disaster, such a catastrophe for you to see so damn much of my ass. You asked for me, well I'm back, na 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 na. Fix your bend antenna, tune it in, and then I'm gonna enter in up under your nails like a splinter. The center of attention back for the winter. I'm interested in the best thing since wrestling and festing in your kids' ears and nesting, testing. Attention, please feel the tension. Soon as someone mentions me, here's my 10 cents. My 2 cents is free, a nuisance. Who sent you sent for me? Now this looks like a job for me. So everybody just follow me, 'cause we need a little controversy, 'cause it feels so empty without me. This looks like a job for me. So everybody just follow me, 'cause we need a little controversy, 'cause it feels so empty without me.
Welcome to Barcelona.
So just let's get a tasket. I go tit for tat with anybody who's talking this and that. Chris Kirkpatrick, you can get your ass kicked worse than them little Limp Bizkit bastards. And Moby, you can get stomped by Obi. You 36-year-old bald-headed me. You don't know me, you're too old, let go.
16 hours flew quicker than a rat up an aqueduct, and what felt like in no time, I'm touching down on Spanish soil at midnight. Feeling refreshed and energetic, I decided to head south for at least an hour, taking me closer to Marbella. And an hour later, I'm in Tarragona for the night. Today is gonna be rough. I've got 483 kilometers ahead of me on my way to Murcia in what should take 4.5 hours. I'm anticipating it will take a lot longer, as I'm gonna need to take frequent stops, all the while looking over my shoulder, trying to outrun this car's Grim Reaper. It's running low. This is the furthest I've pushed this car, and I'm not sure what's gonna happen. Any which way, it's gonna be an adventure. Away we go.
And away we go!
With oil leaking like a dark secret under the hood, I'm barreling down the Spanish open road, half expecting disaster to hit. The highway narrows to a tense ribbon. Every mile spits out a new shudder from the car, as if it's barely holding on. With eyes on the gauges and on the dashboard, outracing the expected inevitable, I pull over, anticipating to discover disaster with an engine black with oil.
Now here's the situation. We figured out what's wrong and why. It's splashing oil everywhere. I mean, you look inside this engine here by the spark plugs. It's like a swimming pool. Oil everywhere. I have to pull over every now and again to make sure that I've got enough oil so the engine doesn't seize. Got to do an oil check. The inside of the engine looks like a swimming pool of oil. I would say every hour and a half I pull over and to make sure. It's a complete shit show. Oh, here we go. Nice. 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 Phew. All right.
We check, we filter panic with grit, and we brace for a breakdown that could derail the whole trip. But the road still tempts. But right now, the only thing louder than the engine is our resolve to keep moving, one perilous mile at a time. This was my first real day behind the wheel, and as the highway beneath me hummed and the hours passed, I knew I was getting closer to surviving that first day. It was the most that I had driven in the Fiat since Sardinia. I learned that I have to make more frequent stops to check on the oil. I am looking forward to taking it easy in Murcia and taking a long hot shower. I hear they have a good Chinese restaurant.
Here you go, Fred. Under lock and key and secure and underground and parking. One more day to go.
I knew I left a mess behind, and I had to quickly get out of there before the whole thing broke down. Today was going to be a long one. 458 kilometers in an estimated 4.5 hours, which you know for sure is going to take a lot longer in our case. I'm going to need to make more frequent stops to check on the engine. And based on the puddle of oil I had left behind in Murcia, I am anticipating the worst. I just got to make more stops and make sure I have enough oil with me.
All right, here we go. The daily ritual of checking the oil, as you've got a pool of oil right there. Let's just put some oil in here, just to be on the safe side, because it's just spilling everywhere. I mean, it's an absolute disaster zone. What an adventure.
This is the last leg of the road to Marbella that started all the way back in Palermo. I promised my friend Fred I would deliver his baby safe and sound, and I wasn't about to let Fred down.
Mopping up the excessive oil in the engine. And this time I'm going to leave the tissue in. And also stop enough to check the oil, because If there's oil in there, oil's coming out of somewhere and it's coming out of the engine. And I don't want to seize this engine. That sounds like an 80s rock song. I don't want to seize that engine. Yep. That's nice in there. All right, so let's check the oil. If it wasn't for the mechanic who screwed up the engine, I would have never had this incredible adventure. I am so glad I was able to share it with you, and thank you so much for coming along. If it wasn't for you, it would have never been the same. If you like this video, please subscribe, smash a like, share, and be that weirdo who tells strangers about this channel. And there's only one thing left to say.